Hi everyone, this is Callie. Welcome back for another card video using some products from the latest Simon Says Stamp October 2025 card kit. It is called Fall Vibes, and as the name implies, there are fall products in here to help you create a fun fall card. There is also a black stamp and stencil mat as a part of this card kit, and I'm going to be using it today. And I'm going to place it over a craft tacky mat because that makes this stamp and stencil mat unmovable. So I can ink blend to my heart's desire, not have to worry about ink staining my craft tacky mat, and it holds my stencil in place. The stencil set that I'm using is called Pumpkin Patch, and it is a part of the October 2025 Simon Says Stamp card kit. It's a great layering set that has pumpkins from the top view. Most people would probably look at this stencil set and choose 3 different colors of pumpkins and use 1 color per stencil of pumpkins, but I'm going to use 3 colors and just use those same 3 colors on each of the pumpkin stencils. That way we have pumpkins of the same colors, but they are going to be the same throughout. And it's going to cause a little bit of variation and lots of eye movement, and it's a bright and happy color. I'm going to repeat this process for all 3 stencils for all of the pumpkin designs. I'm blending a little bit of the taffy color, a little bit of the honey color, and also a little bit of the cantaloupe color. And even though I'm using the same 3 colors with every stencil layer, I am moving that color around so that it doesn't look like they're all ink blended together as if this was one stencil set. I hope that makes sense because the color is going to vary from pumpkin to pumpkin. Now I know this creates a lot more work for me, but I love the way it turns out, and I hope you do too. So I'm finishing up here with my 3rd stencil layer, and you can kind of see as I'm lifting away these stencils that the layers of these pumpkins all work together so it still looks like they're individual pumpkins and not just one blended panel or splotches of colors that go from one pumpkin into the next. Now I'm just going to finish up with some brown for the pumpkin stems, and then I'll remove this stencil and our stencil panel is done. I'll peel that off of the black stamp and stencil mat, set it aside because now we're going to be ink blending these die cut pieces from an older die set called Autumn Arrangement. Now I chose this because I wanted some pumpkins at the bottom of my card too. It kind of coordinates with the background and adds a bit more interest to my card. And I'm going to be ink blending this with some more colorful colors in a purple, a pink, yellow, and orange, as well as a teal. And those pumpkin stems above, I'll stencil with the same brown that I did earlier on the stencil background. When those are done, I'm going to be stenciling all the foliage that are a part of this very same die set. That die set again is called Autumn Arrangement. So it comes with those pumpkins as well as these little foliage stems and leaves. And for the leaves here, I'm going to ink blend a bit of green, yellow, some pink, and I even add a little bit of brown because I wanted to mute that pink color a little bit on these leaves. And for these tiny little blooms that are also a part of the Autumn Arrangement set, I'm going to dot the centers with a little bit of a dark yellow Copic marker in YR24. And then I'm going to ink blend that with my residual pink ink just to give it a tinge of color. And for some texture in the background, I am using the thank you text. I'm going to use a light brown ink because I don't want it to be too bold of a text over this pretty background. I just want it to be real subtle, create some more texture, but it also applies a nice gratitude text in the background that matches the theme of the card for this autumn card. I just really love these colors together, and I love that text background. Okay, so now I'm going to trim down my panel. I'm cutting about 1/4 inch off all of the sides because I wanted to mat a textured background using the embossing folder that's also a part of the October 2025 card kit. This embossing folder is called Modern Loop, and it's a really pretty texture. So I'm just going to emboss that with white cardstock. And again, that's to create a textured border around the panel that I just ink blended and stamped. For the next element on my card, I wanted to create a frame. That just further breaks up the busy background and creates more interest for the card. So to create a scalloped frame, I'm using the A2 rectangles as well as the scalloped rectangles to create frames. And I die cut that 3 times and I'll stack them together for dimension. Once the frames are good and sturdy and glued together, I'll glue that and add it to the pumpkin patch background. If you wanted to, you could also die cut more frames and turn this into a shaker card, but that was an afterthought for me. So if you want to recreate this card and turn it into a shaker, that's a great idea. I am going to now piece together all of the pumpkins and then arrange a fall arrangement at the bottom of this card. These pumpkins are super simple to put together. I'm just going to add some glue in the area provided underneath the stems and then use that area to attach it to the body of these pumpkins. And before I adhere anything down, I'm just going to do a rough layout here of the pumpkins, making sure the colors are nice and balanced before I adhere anything down. Once I'm happy with the arrangement, I'm going to use some liquid glue for the pumpkins in the back, so that purple pumpkin and that teal pumpkin. And then for the front, since that frame is a little bit higher than the backdrop, I'm going to use some 3D foam adhesive squares and adhere those pumpkins down. Now I'm going to use all the foliage and tuck them in between all of these pumpkins to make this arrangement look like a nice pumpkin patch. So I am just using some liquid adhesive and just tucking them behind the pumpkins and adding them with a balanced look by spreading apart the like foliage. And now I'm going to use some of those small blooms to attach here and there. I'm not going to use all of them, but that just requires a little dab of liquid glue before attaching those little blooms. Next, I'll start building my card here by first attaching that embossed background to a note card. This is a top folding note card. And then I'll attach my stenciled and pumpkin patch layers to the card there with that nice border. Now for the sentiment, I'm going to be using a sentiment from the A2 Grid Basic stamp set, which is also a part of the October 2025 card kit. I should have stamped it before, but I'm glad that it worked out. And this stamp set does have coordinating dies, which are sold separately. So be sure to look out for that when you're making a purchase. If you want the dies, to go ahead and grab that. I want to show you the other two cards that I made using this card kit. This first one here is super simple. I did create a frame to frame that background that I stenciled. Now that stencil there, you can see in the background, I chose one color for each stenciled layer, so the pumpkins are more individual. And then on my second card, I did a similar background to the card that I made today. On this card, I also used some Halloween large collage strips from the card kit, as well as a little Tim Holtz Ideology photo frame. I hope you enjoyed the inspiration from this video. If you're interested in anything that I use, be sure to check out the links below. Everything will be linked for your convenience. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye everyone!
I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.